Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to see 5 different cases of aggressive criminals attacking police officers. On Monday, February 12th, 2024, at approximately 10:34 a.m., an anonymous 911 caller reported that gunshots were fired inside of an apartment in a residential building in the vicinity of Beach Channel Drive and Beach 51st Street. As a result of the call to 911, Police Officer Ponce, Police Officer James Wynn, Police Officer Shadaja Jones, and Police Officer Tyliak Jerry, all assigned to patrol in the 101st Precinct, responded to the location. The officers knocked on the door of the apartment identified by the 911 caller and were met by a victim, who was engaged in a verbal dispute with Mr. Paris. The officers interviewed both parties for approximately 10 minutes, during which time the victim reported that Mr. Paris pointed a black firearm at the above-mentioned victim.
So we just let them?
Gene, about the reports. What's up? You gotta open the door. We gotta talk. Just open the door and talk. We gotta tell you what to do. Alright.
Come here. Come here.
Come here. Help.
So we just let them?
Gene, about the reports. What's up? You gotta open the door. We gotta talk. Just open the door and talk. We gotta tell you what to do. Alright.
Come here. Come here.
Come here. Yo.
So we just let them?
Gene,
I'll get him to come out.
about the reports. What's up? You gotta open the door. We gotta talk. Just open the door and talk. We gotta tell you what to do. Alright.
Come here.
Come here.
The subject was identified as Mr. Jeffrey Paris, a 26-year-old male. The subject's BB pistol was recovered at the scene of the incident. During this investigation, Mr. Paris was struck by the gunfire and fell to the ground. Mr. Paris was taken via ambulance to Jamaica Medical Center, where he was pronounced deceased.
Figure out what's going on. No, you cannot leave. You need to stay here. Okay. Over there. Okay. I want to hang with her when we talk to the other part. She admitted she put her hand on her chin. Somebody else, she punched her. Actually, like close fist.
Close fist.
All about, she approached her. She's telling me that she approached her, asked her, why are you voting for Trump? You're brown skin. Do you know what that means? She's initiated it.
Can you step back?
I'm listening to
I
what
need
you're
you to step back.
Okay.
Thank you.
This lady is not associated, but she thinks that she's senile and she's getting upset because I'm not taking that into consideration. But that doesn't give you an excuse to put your hand
Yeah.
on.
Okay, may I approach you?
Yeah. So you can talk to me. So just,
Okay.
we don't need to be that close, but
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you can't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
Oh.
I'm 82 years old.
understood.
Okay. No, what it is, yeah, the one gal pointed out, I probably said the wrong thing. I approached her and I said, "Why? I want to know why you're voting for Trump. That's the only reason I wanted to know. That's the only thing." And I said, because you're brown skin. I mean, I know that that's what's going to happen to people in this country. And I was a teacher. I mean, I hate the racism in this country. I hate how people are treated. Okay? And so I'm wondering, why would somebody with brown skin support this man? And that was my question. And she immediately started screaming racist and came in with her face right up to me, just screaming at the top of her voice. And my response was to push her away, and I put my hand to her chin, and I pushed on her shoulder. And it wasn't hard, but I did
But you
do
still
that.
touched. Okay.
I did do that.
Okay. So definitely, this doesn't.
See, what it is
It doesn't. So I
didn't
get
help.
everyone.
I didn't help the situation.
Everyone has their point of views.
Oh,
and
that
everyone,
I realize that.
yeah.
But listen,
So-
I don't go with that
Yep.
any longer. When we have Nazis and racism becoming the predominant thing, turning people against each other, that to me is criminal, and somebody has to stand up. I'm an 82-year-old retired teacher of 43
I get
years. What else can I do? Nobody listens to me. I'm just an old lady.
That's why you vote, and we do the democratic process. That is what it's here for.
Well, then, is the democratic process gerrymandering and
Okay.
purging the rolls
goes all
and
sides.
intimidating people at the polls? I mean, this is the party we're up against, and
Okay.
it just is criminal.
Yeah,
And I've been following
both
the news.
sides go both ways. Politics is one of those things that it's a short fuse for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, you never talked about race, religion, politics, and/or money.
That's bull.
Okay,
Excuse me.
ma'am,
I'll tell you why that's bullshit.
not. I grew up. I remember my grandparents, and yes, it was predominant. You didn't speak about that.
I grew up with that too, but I'll tell you what, after watching 10 years, since I retired from the teaching, I have spent 10 years watching every speech of Trump's, every speech of Vance's, every speech of Harris and Biden, the whole thing.
Yep.
I've been taking copious notes and analyzing it.
Okay.
And my response is, we are really endangered right now.
Okay.
And I don't understand why people don't understand that. And I never can approach a Republican and ask them. I mean, I have a brother who
This is
says,
the issue,
here,
ma'am.
let me finish this.
Okay.
I have a brother who's a Republican that really, he has a stockpile of 100 guns. And he said his role is, God can't save us all, so his job is to help God.
Okay.
I mean, this is insanity.
But how does it look? If that's your stance, how does it look that you're placing hands onto someone else with different views? It doesn't. It doesn't support your.
It's
your
anger.
side.
It's
Yes.
anger. It's anger.
So, and that's the key. Is it doesn't. All this entails doesn't give you the right to put your hand
No,
on somebody.
you're right. I
So,
agree with you. I
yeah.
agree with you.
So we're here for an investigation.
Okay.
And then from there we will, decide
You
what.
can jail
what
me
the
if
next
you
one.
want to.
On Sunday, March 26, 2023, at approximately 10:04 a.m., Police Officer Trupia and Police Officer Bernard responded to 2685 Grand Concourse, Bronx, for a 911 call for an emotionally disturbed person armed with a knife. Upon arrival, the officers were met in front of the location by the caller and directed toward the entrance of the building. In addition, the caller confirmed that Mr. Dela Cruz was in possession of a knife.
Date of birth.
Should we wait for someone to see?
Call the says he sees you at the location.
Yeah. 8 days old.
Who is he to you?
Yeah.
Davis 1.
Come on, boss. ¿Qué pasa?
5281. We're doing a transport with one male in the auto. Then it's going to be 8661. Mileage is going to be 63353.
Oye.
You guys going from the state house to central booking?
Yo, drop the knife. Drop it. Drop the knife. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Two boys, shot fired. Two boys, shot fired. He has a knife?
Huh?
He has a knife?
Yeah. 8 days old.
Who is he to you? Him?
Yeah.
What's going on, boss?
¿Qué pasó?
Spanish?
Sí, español.
Just stay there for me, all right?
¿Cómo?
Stay there.
¿Estás dispuesto a venir tú?
What?
¿Estás dispuesto a venir?
Manos, stay here.
Oye, date
Pero,
tranquilo.
hermano, si viene,
Date
tiene-
tranquilo.
si viene,
Yo, drop the knife. Drop the fucking knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Two boys, shots fired, shots fired.
The subject was identified as Mr. Raul de la Cruz, a 42-year-old male. The subject's knife was recovered at the scene of the incident during this investigation. On Friday, August 4th, 2023, at approximately 11:51 p.m., Police Officer Mayer and Police Officer Mazza, along with Police Officer Annie Varela Abreu and Police Officer Edward Britch, also assigned to patrol in the 114th Precinct, responded to 540 Main Street in response to several calls to 911 for a person acting violently and in possession of a knife. They were also joined by 2 Roosevelt Island public safety officers. Upon arrival, the officers were met in front of the location by several civilian witnesses and 911 callers who informed them that the suspect was inside of an apartment in the building and identified him as the person acting violently and in possession of a knife. The 6 officers entered the building and attempted to enter the lobby elevator to travel to the suspect's floor.
This is over?
No,
Closed?
cannot.
It closes?
Yeah. Try it again, maybe. No, yeah.
Like a SWAT.
I know, and I thought I was not AC.
No, I said it's like a SWAT.
Huh?
Like a SWAT.
Oh. I thought you said you were sweating.
Funny enough, the NYPD doesn't have a SWAT team. Silly monster. Police.
This is open?
No.
Does it close? It closed?
Yeah.
Can I lock the door? I know, and I thought I was not AC.
No, I said it's like a SWAT.
Huh?
Like a SWAT.
Oh. I thought you said you were sweating.
Funny enough, the NYPD doesn't have a SWAT team. Silly monster.
The suspect was identified as Mr. Ben Zitoun, a 21-year-old male. The suspect's knife was recovered at the scene of the incident during this investigation. He was taken from the scene by ambulance to New York Presbyterian Weill Cornell Medical Center, where he was pronounced deceased. On Thursday, December 14th, 2023, at approximately 2:09 p.m., inside of 206 Eldridge Street, Manhattan, Detective Daniel Messia, assigned to the emergency service unit and attired in uniform, discharged 2 shots from his service firearm during a confrontation with a subject who discharged a firearm at Detective Messia and several other officers. On that date, detectives assigned to Manhattan Warrant Squad initiated an investigation to locate and apprehend Mr. Edwards, who was wanted in connection with a shooting. At approximately 12:15 p.m., Detective Messia, Police Officer Robert Brower, Police Officer Matthew Librizi, and other officers assigned to the emergency service unit arrived at the location and attempted to establish a dialogue with Mr. Edwards. Detective Messia, Police Officer Brower, and Police Officer Librizi conversed with him for approximately 1 hour and 54 minutes, during which time Mr. Edwards spoke erratically and refused to surrender himself. The subject's firearm was recovered at the scene of the incident during this investigation. The subject was identified as Mr. Kent Edwards. A 43-year-old male. Ballistic evidence recovered from the scene revealed that Mr. Edwards discharged at least 4 shots from his firearm. Mr. Edwards was struck by the gunfire and fell to the ground. He was transported via ambulance to Bellevue Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you liked the video.